right, so sorry with that. Let's just read by the others. Again, I thought we can finish the entire you know presentation in just 30 minutes, but I think I need more time to finish this one. So yeah, two slides remaining left. Well, actually one slide remaining left. The last one is end the presentation. So let's just read for the others. How many are we in part one? Can anyone remember or have
26.
26? So there were three more. Well, this one is recorded anyway, so yeah, may umalis pa. So just in case that they won't be able, they won't be able to join us anymore, then we can just they can just watch the recorded video. Okay, so let's finish this one now. So again, number one, during the past 10 years, the tree has produced plums every other year. Last year, the tree did not produce plums. So this year, the tree will produce plums. So is this inductive or deductive reasoning?
Inductive po. Yata.
What about the others? Who says here deductive reasoning? Okay, so none. So most of you has an answer of inductive reasoning. So the correct answer is yes, inductive reasoning. So this one is inductive. Why? Because we have this data. Like for 10 years, uh, we have this alternating. Okay, wherein for this year it will produce. After that one, it will produce plums, and then will produce again, and then it's just alternating. Like that is already the pattern, or that is already the data that we have. Okay, so we base our next prediction regarding on that one. But what about number two? All home improvements cost more than the estimate. The contractor estimated that my home improvement will cost $35,000. Thus, my home improvement will cost more than $35,000. Is this inductive or deductive?
And it's deductive meaning.
Deductive, coming from Mr. Bukang. What about the others? Do you guys have the same answer?
Was the constructor estimated at minimum 35,000?
I mean, this one? Contractor
Because
estimate.
the second sentence says it will cost more than 35,000. I don't know if the estimation is like the average 35,000 or would be more. The minimum is 35,000.
Let's just say this one. Okay, so I don't know how did they compute this one, but according from the contractor, and then we don't know what is the structure of that that customer wants to be improve more or to be more renovated. So he just calculated that it would cost that owner $35,000. But yeah, according to other maybe homeowners, all home improvements cost more than the estimate of the contractor. So would be this one more than $35,000.
Sir, para sa akin, inductive.
Okay, why?
Kasi sir, estimate according sa kanya, and sabi niya rin na yung mga ibang house cost more than, so parang nag-ano siya ng pattern na after years siguro ganito na yung cost ng home mo or something. Ganun, sir.
Mhm. Well, that's a good answer, though you're missing one thing there. What about the others? Most of you have answered deductive.
Deductive.
Correct answer number 2 is actually deductive. Okay, why? Well, yes, it's true that we have this data, like all home improvements cost more than the estimate. Like we could say there's thousands of homes out there, and then we could use that data as our basis, and then we could just assume that yes, it's inductive. Though when we say inductive, we must have a real data. Okay, we must be saying a real computation. Okay, but in here we're using or we're applying the principles, okay, or the general assumptions. So yes, the one that you're talking, I don't know who is that one. It's actually the general assumption. Well, if we only have general assumptions, so that is true. Okay, it's inductive reasoning already. But then again, we must apply these procedures. So what is that procedure? Okay, and then what is that principle? So that principle and then procedure is this one. Okay, this idea right here. Okay, so the principle that all home improvements cost more than the estimate. Okay, which came from another household. So here are your answers. So this one is inductive reasoning because we base it from specific examples. And then number 2 is a deductive reasoning because we have a general assumption. Okay, so if this one is a real data, okay, if we have a real data, maybe 5 households or 10 households, maybe you could say that it's inductive reasoning. But since it's one only, like one principle only, okay, or one assumption, then that is deductive reasoning. Okay, so with that, since like there's still a lot of things that you need to learn when it comes to inductive and deductive reasoning, I would like you guys to search more on the internet, like more examples. So in here, you've just learned the the idea on how to detect if it's inductive or deductive reasoning. So in order to enhance more your uh, maybe your assumption with that one, okay, so you can maybe visit one of the links that I right here, one of the links that I did include in here. So you can check these quizzes. So just to review inductive and deductive reasoning. Okay. And then again, don't forget that you guys have 6 quizzes plus one discussion. So the due date of this one will be on September 16. Okay. And then one more thing, let's have a votation right now. Okay, so I think it would be better if we're going to finalize everything now. So would you guys like to have a discussion next meeting? But of course, we're going to have an advanced discussion for the finals already, which talks about logic puzzle. But if not, it's okay. We'll just discuss this one after your midterm exam. So to those who would like to have a discussion next week, would be September 13th, Monday. Okay, so just give me a thumbs up, and then of course majority wins. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. and then 0. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I think that is not enough because there were, let's see, 28 of you guys less me. So I need at least maybe 15 or 14, but 9 is not enough. So yeah, you guys are going to have a free time. Well, not actually free time since there are things that you guys need to finish or you need to do. So yeah, September 13 and September, ano ba ngayon? Di ba Monday, Thursday dito? Yeah. So dalawa yung free time. And then your midterm exam will be on September 20. Okay. So we will not meet next week. Okay, Monday and Thursday. So use that time to finish all the activities that your other instructors gave you. Okay, so in my case, ito lang naman. Sobrang dali lang. And then, of course, needless to say, the coverage of your midterm exam will be all of the modules. Okay, those 3 modules. Okay. So, any concerns so far or clarification?
No, sir.
Ako, sir.
Okay. What is your concern?
Yung dun sa counter example, sir.
Mhm.
Medyo magulo lang sa akin.
In what way? This one?
Like, paano nakuha yung number na substitute dito sa X?
We are the one. Let's just assume that X is a real number, like any number that you can think of. Okay. So yeah, just make this statement false. And then that number is already a counterexample. Okay, so we have 2, 3, 4, 5 counterexamples in that number. But just one counterexample, that's already enough. Okay, like for example, this one, I think the only counterexample that you can think for the number 1 is 0. So there are no other numbers that will make this statement false. Other than that, it's true now. Okay. So, was I able
So
to?
parang sir, kailangan yung statement magiging false
Yes.
para masabi natin counter example.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you po.
Okay, you're welcome. What about the others? Any other concerns or clarifications?
Sir, paano yung exam?
If I'm not mistaken, I think lahat yata yun, multiple choice yung ginawa ko.
Isa canvas din po bibigay?
Yes, kind of as
Oo.
everything
Okay.
is canvas.
Okay po.
Of course, you'll be given a limited time only. So, hindi ko alam kung ilan yung nilagay ko. I think it's 2 hours only. Or if you guys are lucky, I gave the entire 4 hours. So, imagine that. That's actually quite unfair. So, yung gamit kong exam ngayon, yun pa rin yung exam dati, wherein we only have 1 hour and 15 minutes. Then we have to finish those, let's say 100 points, hindi naman 100 items. Pero 1 hour, 15 minutes lang, and then say, papasok pa kami, bibigay pa yung test paper. So let's just say that we still have 1 hour and 10 minutes or exactly 1 hour. Kasi before 5 minutes of the class, pinapasubmit na ng instructor kasi may susunod na sa klase na room na yun. So unlike now, I just really hope that you guys are, not cheating. Kasi kayo yung kawawa. Actually, naawa nga ako sa inyo eh. Sa generation nyo ngayon. Kasi kung dinadayan nyo lang yung sarili nyo, and then, kayo din yung kawawa kapag graduate kayo. Wala kayong natutunan. Okay, so I just really hope that, whatever you can get on that exam or quiz, then so be it. And then just ask me, sir, why did I get 0 on this activity? So, sir, why did I only get half of this one? Okay. So, yeah. Marami naman tayong free time. Or you can just message me. And willing naman akong sumagot. Okay. Kapag nakita ko yung question. Anyway, So, yeah, alam nyo na yun. So, hindi na dapat sinasabing no cheating. So, tulungan, okay pa siguro. Basta naintindihan nyo siguro. So, ang sa amin lang, basta matuto na lang kayo. Hindi yung stricto pa, tapos wala namang kayo natututunan. Then, it's nonsense. So, yeah, tulungan na lang. Wag kopyahan. Okay? Well, anyway, so any other concerns? Okay then. So if you guys don't have a question anymore, then meeting adjourned. So let's just meet again after your midterm exam. So goodbye and thank you guys for coming.
Thank you,
Goodbye,
sir.
sir.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
sir.
sir. Thank you po.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.
Po.
Goodbye.
Po.
Bye po.
Goodbye po.
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye.